Boom, boom. This is good, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today, so we've got quite a few things to go over here. So first of all, we've got uh, interesting a bit. So we finally get to see the way that the SPs are going to be going out. So let's go ahead and take a look at that first, actually. May as well, okay? So we've got the new beast out, okay? It's the Behemoth beast is what it's called. However, they are actually formatting this out into a they're sort of doing what they're doing with the actual Soul Masters, because you get to change the Spirit Soul between the first one which came out, which was the Ghost Flame, and then the new one, which is Behemoth Beast. So you'll be able to flip between the two, okay? And I assume when the third one comes out, the fourth one comes out, you'll be able to choose between all four of them. It's the same. So that's interesting. So I'm curious as to what they're going to do on the Soul Masters when they hit the SSP Soul Masters. Will they just add them onto the end, or will there be a whole separate tab for them? So it'll be interesting. But anyway, so you can switch between the two. I went ahead and stuck with the first one. I'm just going to go ahead and focus on one of them. Okay, from a free-to-play perspective, that's really all you can do at this particular point. Is go ahead and focus on, try to get one maxed out, then start working on another, another, and so forth, and keep on like that. The percentages in these drops for this are so low that it's really difficult to get any of these. Okay, and they don't have it. They just don't have the divine. They don't have Soul Spirit events, often enough where you like the hidden weapon events where you can, get things much faster and build those up pretty quick. They just don't have that available. Too much, going on, so to speak. So they got that Behemoth Beast up, and that's under the Soul Spirit Prayers Wear. Okay? Everything else is pretty much standard. Okay, there hasn't been anything new at this particular point. Okay, there is nothing under the time limited event, so it's focused solely on this Behemoth Beast soul, divine spirit soul coming out. So it's pretty, it's a pretty good beast actually. But like I say, I'm focusing on the first one. And once I get it, built up pretty decent, then I'll start focusing. Because I've actually have some of the earlier spirit souls that are built up, getting built up, that I can use. It's not necessary to have all spirit, all four. So as you can see, I've got the SSs. Okay, but you see, even they're not built up that far. So just not a lot that you can do with that. So I'm basically just going to focus on these. Okay, I'm on the Yin Yang. He's going to be finished, the Yin Yang Chaos Bird. I'm almost maxing it out. I got one more star to go, and I'm about, I think, almost halfway there. How many more do I need? A little bit more than halfway. I only need 50 more, and I'll have this completely maxed out in terms of upgrade. So it'll be 5-star, and then we'll start working on and work on the next one, and then the next one, and I'm just going to keep focusing on the SSs, and whenever they have an an SP event, I will of course buy SP shards each time, and I'll keep pumping those into the Flame Beast, the Chaos Flame Beast, I believe is what it's called, Ghost Flame Beast. I'm sorry, and I'll just keep pumping it into that one as well. This is the first one, so you generally get a little bit, head start on it. You can start. Plus, I've already got it up 7. Okay, I'm having a lot of luck with doing the spiritualization. Okay, so I'm already at stage 8 on the spiritualization. I've already popped this through 3 times. Okay, so it's he's packing pretty good punch. I'll be able to move it into one of my top 4 teams here, one of my top 4 users, most likely pretty soon. You get these. You can get these weekly inside the Spirit Soul shop, and of course, when they have an event for that, you can purchase a bunch of them as well too. But as long as you keep focusing on getting those, you'll be able to rank it up. But yeah, they don't sell a lot of them. It takes, as you get higher, it takes a lot more to do it. But it's a way to get it to level up. But it's the same thing with the Yin Yang Chaos Bird. I mean, even though it's only at a 1-star, okay, I have like the Abyssal Demon Dragon. Okay, I've almost got tier 12 on it. So you can see the enhancements are done. Okay, the Yin and Chaos Bird is completely maximum. So, and I'll have this the inheritance on this done very shortly. Okay, so even though it's not a high level in terms of its stars, it's awakened pretty good. Okay, I've got an 18 awakened, and it's maxed out in terms of its enhancement level. So, and then with the transfer level from the inheritance, you get a lot of. So, even though it's very low in terms of upgrade, in stars, it's still very valuable, and you can use them in place of some of the SS pluses and some of the SSs, even though you might have them maxed out. You can still get by, just with them because they're marginally better. So it helps out. You got to angle it, take a look at its power, what it offers you, and make sure the skill set that what it gives you is going to be helpful on your type of skill set for whichever soul master you stick it on. I've been continuing to focus on the soul master. I got all of these are maxed out. I'm working on right now finishing up Die on his enhancement levels in terms of their he's at as you can see, some of them are gold 3, most of them are gold 2, but I did manage to finish out Ling, so she's fully maxed out. I'm working on Die right now, and all 4 of these are completely maxed out, the 4 main ones. The reason I was working on Ling was to save up some of the actual stars and stuff, because I want to be able to get BB Dong up pretty fast. I've got enough to 5 Sun her. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to max her out almost instantly, but it's going to be a while before I get her, so I'm really not going to worry about it. We're going to have to focus, completely on the drawings for her. Okay, which is not surprising. I'm just waiting to checking out what they're going to be doing with the actual SSPs whenever they come out. And how they're going to fit that into the actual Divine Prayer. I mean, will you have like another button for SPs? Will they keep them in the same thing and put it out, or will they, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm up to 259 in terms of that. So it just keep, it's incremental. Working on my dragon. Don't forget your dragon. Dragon's always a good place to get some power, a good boost for your BP. I'm at 390. Okay, I'll be able to take him up here pretty soon. So we've got all these leveled out here. It's a good source of power that helps immensely, giving you a little bit of a little bit of an extra boost in terms of that. Everything else is pretty much been going pretty good at this particular point. I did manage to get a big boost for power also from my actual extended souls on. Yep, I've got those up to. I got this one up to 4, and this one up to 3. And this is, remember, if you purchased it inside of the Soul Forge, they had, I think it was 400 shards for these inside of there. So I went ahead and snatched those up, and as you can see, that's how far I was able to get. Okay, so we're homing in on him. And big boost in BP when you got those too, because that's the highest extended bone set at this particular point. There is no SP extended bone set. There is only the triple S extended bone set at this particular point. I'm not sure if they're going to introduce an SP bone set, extended bone set. They probably would have done it by now if they were going to introduce it, since the SPs are going to be gone. They might wait, maybe, I guess, until they're doing SSP characters and then maybe introduce an SP bone set. Or it's possible that this triple S set could be transformed into an SP set. I don't know. We'll have to see. I haven't. They're not giving us enough shards unless you pay a lot of money. So it's really difficult and slow going to actually get it. The only way they get it, of course, is inside of the actual event, Zoo King's event, when she comes up. That's in the shop, so you can get it from there. And we can also get the SP shards from within the actual peak battle right here in the shop. But it's only monthly, so it is what it is. There's only 10 of them in there. So again, that's not something that's good. So still, the best items to look for whenever we get our next Soul Forge event are going to be triple S extended bone and some of the SP bone sets if you can. I don't think BB Dong's going to be in there, but all of the other characters will be. So if you're looking to, looking for some shards, they do have selection chests in there. The last selection chest went up pretty high. So if you're thinking about maybe getting Chen, the one-armed bandit, he was up as our last character. He will probably be in the chest when they do have the next Soul Forge. So if you were looking to get him, that might be a chance to get some. You can always get a full character. You probably can if you spend a little bit. But I didn't spend any money at all, and I was able to get. I think it was only like 20 shards short on Ma from making him just from that. I only had to do like a couple of draws on him for one thing to actually get him. So it's definitely a way to look at it. So we'll just have to wait and see what the next Soul Forge event that comes up is, and we'll have to get that. And if I remember correctly, you remember that event that they came out with the Dulu Realm event? That's where I got the 400 shards for the actual extended bones. Was not from a Soul Forge. It was from that Dulu Realm event. I'm hoping that they'll come back out with that again. That was an awesome event. I was able to get a lot of really good, hard to find shards inside of there. And you really didn't, as long as you participated in it, it was just using stamina to get all the draws or all the tiles that you needed to move. So just basically just doing your sweeps got you the stamina. So it was really easy to to do that. And if you wanted to spend a little bit of money, you could get better rewards. But it was a really good event. But like I say, when the Soul Forge first came out, it was the same thing. It was like a super awesome event. The rewards were astronomical. I mean, I think one of like first or second Soul Forge event, they had like 900 Divine Phoenix blood inside of there. And at the time, that was a mat that was exceedingly difficult to acquire. And they just gave you like 900 of it. And it was at a reasonable ice core cost as well, too. So the rewards have sort of leveled a little bit. The rewards haven't been as good, and they're lower in number. But you can still get a character in there, so it does have its advantages. So I got a feeling that they're probably going to do the realm the same way. They'll sort of back end it after a couple of times and put the rewards to be a little bit more modest. Okay, because but yeah, the Soul Forge was just amazing for the first. I think it was the first 3 or 4 times that it came out. Yeah, they were giving you a bunch of SP shards. I got, like I said, I got my full triple S set of Immortal Herbs from the Soul Forge. They gave us enough to get a full set of them. All of the shards for all 3. It was a selection chest, but they just gave us enough shards that you could select what you needed. Yeah, so I was able to complete that set from the Soul Forge. So hopefully the Dulu Realm, they'll keep that event, at least for the next couple of times that it comes out. They'll keep the rewards exceedingly high like that. So we should be seeing BB Dongs 2 any day now. Probably wouldn't surprise me if it happens. Probably maybe Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Probably Thursday and Friday. I think it should be about the week and a half event, 2 weeks, and then we'll see the second event for that. We'll do the draws on it. Hopefully, we'll get lucky and hit a 50. That's what it said. If you hit a 50 once or twice, you can conceivably get it inside of 3 pools. But yeah, it's not that common. Okay, usually from a free-to-play perspective, because you only get 20 pools. Okay, you're guaranteed to get 10 shards from the shop. Okay, when you do the pools, you get the tokens. You can use the tokens in a token shop, and you can get a selection chest. So that's guaranteed to get you 10, and then you've got your 20 pools that you're going to come from. So it's it's conceivable. If you get a really good pool, that you could get a 50 and maybe walk away with 60 or 70 inside of one a 10 pool. Because if you just get a 50 and then some ones and maybe a 5 or something, which are common. 5s and 1s are not that uncommon. Okay, I mean, so getting those, getting the 1 5s and 10s is a lot more common than it is for the 50. Of course, the 50s, I think it's like 1% or something like that. But so you can get lucky and get maybe 60 or 70 shards inside of one of the event. but you've only got 3 events on the initial. Okay, so fortunately they've got it rolled over so you can continue pulling on the next character. They'll come out with the next character, but you'll still be able to select the character from the previous and pull on that. So that enables you to theoretically, and with the Soul Forge, theoretically get all of the characters. Building them up, of course, would be a lot difficult, especially from a free-to-play perspective. They just don't give you enough materials to level up. You can level them up, and you can probably 5-sun them. I mean, getting S shards is really easy if you've got your System Woo shop set up properly. You can walk away with 80 to 90 a day. Okay, it's just from all the shops and getting S characters and purchasing chests whenever you can. You can, it's really easy to build up S shards, which is why I'm hoping that they're going to continue keeping the S shards as the basis for the SSP. I assume they will. It would take a complete reworking of the game to change that, but I'm assuming that the SSPs will be in, startup, mooned up, startup, mooned up, and then sunned up using S shards. So that's what we'll see. But it'll be the first time for me as well once they start coming out. But yeah, it should be pretty soon. So at this point, not really a whole lot going on. Just focus on the event, the Behemoth Beast, if you're looking for that, or if you want to stay on the Ghost Flame. Either one, they're good beasts. Okay, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick on a Ghost Flame for me. I want to work on getting that one up. Finish up my Yin Yang Bird. I'll move on to the next one. Okay, since I've got the inheritance on those, I don't mind using those. If you max out the inheritance, put some awakenings on it. You can make it powerful even if it doesn't have a bunch of stars on it. So it just, it's something to look at this particular point. Okay. So that's all I got at this particular point. I just wanted to do a quick video. We'll do a video, of course. This event should be ending pretty soon, the Behemoth Beast event. Today is the last day for that, so it's going to be ending today. So we should have some new events up, and we'll see what they come up with. Hopefully it'll be the pools, and we can get some more shards, and we'll do a video on that, of course. Coming into the holiday season, so I'm not exactly sure what type of events that they're going to be throwing out at us. Okay, I mean, you already get a look, it's already the 12th, so we're pretty much almost halfway to, it's only, 13 days to Christmas Day. So, I'll still be doing videos around that time and pumping them out as best as I can. The holiday season's always, very stressful for people. Some people it's very exciting, but it's also very stressful. So, and to fulfill the family requirements, you have to do a lot of traveling and stuff to see people and stuff. And so it's difficult to get the videos out, but I should be able to pace it out to the point where I can keep doing it at least once every 3 or 4 days. I can come out with the video over the holidays, and then of course we'll kick back into it full gear starting in the new year. But we'll have to see at that particular point. All right. So yeah, go ahead and get on the Behemoth Beast or Ghost Flame, whichever one works out best for you. And we'll talk at you later whenever we get some new events. All right. So this is Kenrir coming at you from the corner, signing out.